Hey everybody. Okay, so yesterday I did the video for you about the message I got. What I'm having to do is, you can see right here, I'm going to take it off my other player and I'm going to try it again to see if it works for you. But this is a very important message, and I think it will help a lot of you through understanding certain things, that happen in life. So, it was about like 4 in the morning, and I recorded what I wanted to say, so I don't stumble, because y'all know since my accident I don't keep things together as much. But I wrote some things too. One passage that I had heard was pretty, there's no good and bad here, there's no punishment here, it's just for every action there's a consequence. Now, see, the action doesn't produce consequences, okay? It's not the content of your karma. It's your intention is what causes karma, not the context. Let's say you needed a surgery and I found the image and I was going to do a surgery on you. So I took my knife and you died on the operation table. But my intention was to save your life. This is one kind of karma. Same knife, same everything. I'm playing around with the knife. I just threw it by accident. It went into you and you died. Same knife, same piercing, same depth, but it's a different kind of karma. Now, you and me are talking, and you said something that I didn't like. And in a fit of rage, I just put this knife into you, and you died. That's another kind of karma. Now you have a piece of property that I want, and I'm sitting here, and I'm planning and planning and planning on how to take it from you. I become your friend. I caught you alone one day, and I stab you with that knife. That's just a different time, different kind of karma. It's the same action, same hand, same knife, same depth, but the karma is going to be different because the volition is different. And what I mean by that is, it's the same action. The action is not, if you change the quality of it, you don't change the content of your life, but you change the context, okay? We don't want to change the content of our lives. Change the context. You do the same framework. Everything's beautiful. It's amazing. It looks good. And then all of a sudden, you realize you won't have so many repercussions. You don't want to change the content of your life, okay? If I put a knife into you, is it good karma or bad karma? That's the question I'm asking you. It's just context. The action itself is neither good nor bad. It's the context that I'm doing it. I put this knife into you because I wanted to save your life. I put this knife into you by accident. I put this knife into you because I wanted to take something from you. These are different things, but they're actually the same action. See, I want you to look beyond the good and bad aspect when you do something. Certain type of intention. Don't label it good or bad. There's different types of intentions. Okay, whatever the kind of intention is, according to what you do and how you do it, it's going to be the consequence. You don't decide if it's good or bad. Because I stabbed you and took your property, it's a good thing for me, a bad thing for you. But it's mine now. It'll have its consequence, of course, but it's not necessarily the same as other karmas. It's just cost effective. Now I'm rich because I got your property, but I got some other problems. See, everybody always talk about karma this, karma that. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's not because somebody is sitting here and deciding, did you do good or bad things, I'm going to punish you. It's natural consequences. When you have to generate a certain type of thought, a certain type of emotion, you are creating a certain type of chemistry within yourself. It's not somebody else doing the job for you, like karma is a bitch. Right now, if say you want to hit me and you hit me, to hate me, You have to create a whole lot of chemistry within yourself. It's the chemicals within yourself. If you create this, do you have any doubt that you're going to suffer from it? You will suffer. Now, I did not kill you by intention, accident, good intention, it doesn't matter. Just every day I'm thinking about killing you. I don't, but I'm thinking about it. That's the worst of the karmas. You understand that? Every day in my dreams I kill you. I don't have the courage to come and kill you because I know there's consequences. And I would have to collect that. That causes more suffering than me actually walking up and killing you. Meditated. That's karma. That's like a meditative thought. Like if you do meditation. It's not a revolving punishment system. It's not a revolving punishment system. Okay? You need to understand this. Karma is just yourself. You wrote, let's say you wrote a certain type of software for your brain. You get to move you in different directions. Now, 100 years ago, any number of people that had polio, adults, everybody in the world, until they had a vaccination for it, you know. But today, the numbers go down because we do have a vaccination. Then we're doing the right karma because we vaccinated karma. You understand? If you do not do the karma for your ignorance is karma. Because, listen, certain ignorance, there's a consequence. Okay? Listen, either you lost your legs because you were ignorant of polio and you didn't get vaccinated, or you were just on the roof and you walked off because you're ignorant of gravity, and gravity has no loss. You lost your legs. They're not different. Neither one of them are different. As far as existence is concerned, as far as what rules exist or how it's concerned, there is no good and bad here. There is no revolving punishment here. It's just for every action, there's a consequence. Okay? Every action. Actions can happen knowingly. Actions may happen out of ignorance. But there's going to be a consequence to it. Right? So, if you're performing an action, the question is not about whether it's good or bad. Are you ready for the consequence? That's the only question. If you can joyfully accept any consequence, do whatever you please. Do whatever you want to do with life. Do whatever you do it. If you are willing to joyfully go through whatever that consequence is, then that's what you need to be doing. But if the consequence matters to you, then you have to perform conscious actions. You should not be performing actions that will produce consequences. Now, look, let's take a child. It doesn't matter who does it. You got to understand this. You're going to go with your friend, okay? Your friend is driving. Your friend is drunk, and you know this. Okay, if he crashes the car, what's going to happen? You also die. But you knew that they were also drinking prior to that. But even though you weren't drinking and driving and you didn't do it, your karma is you were ignorant enough to get in the car with somebody drunk. You understand where I'm going with this? Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it fair? Is it unfair? That's not the point. This is the way the system works. If you're in tune with it, it will not crush you. If you're not in tune with it, it will crush you. How do you catch an infection? Think about that for a second. How do you contact any infection? By being around somebody who has it. Stop putting yourself around negativity. What do you think the consequence would be of that infection? You, right for the virus, but wrong for you, you're going to contact it. It just depends on who you are. You're in the wrong place. It might sound cruel, but this is the way life works. You're a very good woman. You're a very wonderful woman. You've done many wonderful things for everybody. But today you went and ate the wrong food and you got sick. It doesn't spare you because you're a good person. It doesn't. It does not spare you because you're good or bad. You need to understand it's not about your goodness. You don't want good people. You want sensible people. You understand? You want people who are not ignorant. You want sensible people because they're going to do the right things with life. So the various aspects of life, you don't even know how they function because you don't know how you got the plague. You don't know how you got sick. You don't know how we come up with all these things, but slowly we understand them and then we vaccinate for these things. Then we try to get things figured out for ourselves. But before you figure out things, so many already paid the price for it. There's no karma for you. It's the chemistry within yourself. You can have compassion and see the best in life and that you can do and do it. Don't complain. That's the way it is. You're supposed to give it. If you're married and something comes up and happens, there's going to be a consequence to it. Does it mean that it was you? No, you took that vow, so that action is your context. Do you understand? You listen. If we sit and reproduce over and over and over, and say, for instance, we're in a confined area, and one person gets polio, we're all going to get it, okay? It's just the way it is. The human population is multiplied over and over. That's not happening to elephants, tigers, bears, animals, only people. So we pay the price. What we do in life, the ozone opening up, making it hotter, we're the ones that pay the price. Nobody else is doing that but us. Okay? I hope it's kind of helps you a little bit about karma. Because I see a lot of posts and stuff about, listen, sometimes you think you're getting dealt a crappy hand, but you're being dealt that hand to see how you handle it and what you're going to do with it. Karma has nothing to do with it. You understand that? Karma absolutely has nothing to do with that. I told you earlier, it's that meditative state. If you're meditating daily, and you're using the right guided meditation, and you're surrounding yourself by beautiful, positive people that's telling you you are beautiful. You can rise above the drug addiction. You can be the best mom you need to be. You can come out of anywhere you've been. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Be kind to yourself. Forget it. Karma is not against anyone. We're doing things to ourselves. Just like the racism going on. Everyone is doing that to themselves. We don't control individuals. We're not all going to be the same. So remember, when you sit back and say, oh, I'm going to let karma handle it, basically what you're doing is you're intending on what karma's going to do. And you're pushing that forward. So you are actually the karma, and your manifestation is what's making it happen. Till the next video, I hope y'all understand this. I love you, and I hope this one turns out for you. Mwah.